The Bulldogs.
A lot of dogs.
It'd be funny if like they had a postseason tournament where they're like, since we have so many Bulldog names, like we need to narrow it down to one. So whoever wins gets to keep their name. You'd see the best basketball of your life. There's going to be some crazy shit. People are going to bet Eastern Washington, they lose by 10, and people are going to be like, oh my God, this team sucks. Or like Montana State blows a game, and people are like, what the, the Big Sky's trash.
I feel like I just can't take you seriously. And at the same program. Yeah, it's like I simultaneously can't take you seriously, and I'm extremely interested in everything that you have to say.
That's good. That's what we need out of this stream. Okay, is that like inertia or something? There's like a.
Well, I mean, like moving water requires colder energy to freeze. I can go call my mom. My mom literally lives on a river in Wisconsin.
What do we call that? Boots on
ground. Yeah. Okay, so you've got your mom's house on the under, and you've got life savings on UNLV. What else? What else can we wager? Future Kids College Fund. Oh, but yeah. Well, so we're gonna double up, right? So we're gonna parlay the house and the life savings, and then we're gonna roll that through on something.
Told you we always been ready. I don't need people that's petty, that weigh on me heavy while I'm being steady. I need a record with Felly. We get it bouncing like Betty's. I feel like I'm Nelly. Don't bring the beef like a deli. It's leave on that levy. No sleeping on me like I'm Freddy. Chris Breeze, how I do. Hit him with the moves. Left hand step back, ballin' like I'm cool. All faith, God's plan. You just gotta choose. God slaps, nothing left to prove. Y'all gotta leave me alone. Lately I've been in my zone. Told them no cap like I fitted, but lately the flows have been straight off the dome. I feel like I'm MVP, like my name Patty Mahomes. If it ain't about money, don't hit on my phone, cause lately I've been in my zone.
Hello, welcome to the Cowboy Show, hosted by Ben Carey and Nick Gronerad, combining expert human opinions with cutting-edge simulation models to help you arrive at the best picks each week. Inside Edge Community. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What's going on, everybody? Ooh, that was pretty loud. I gotta turn that down. Mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. How we doing? How are we doing? MLB opening day eve. How about it? Time flies, man. Time flies. Seems like the MLB season was just getting done with. And here we are. I get some 10 4s in chat. We already got a 10. Can I get a 4? Yeah, it's like Christmas Eve. This is the only time of the season where every team starts off 0-0. Yup. I mean, as a Rockies fan, I definitely feel that. But hey, you know what? We got some futures to talk about. I want to say that for the futures market, I traditionally am not the best with team futures, but I do think I found, a little bit of value. But across the board, I mean, I'm not as good and fluent and as sophisticated as some others finding future value in the MLB market, but I was hoping Javon could come on, but he is caught up, but he did give me a few of his, so that's good. I want to share the banner at the bottom, and this kind of recapped what we liked yesterday. For the most part, I think I'm on board with about all of these. I'm trying to remember if there was one that Javon pitched that I really didn't like, but I think for the most part, I'm on board with most of these, which is a good thing. He made some pretty good cases and pitches, which is good. So I think to start things off, let me pull up betting pros here, because we can take a look at the World Series odds and first see if there's anything that kind of stands out to us. From talking with some people who bet futures quite a bit, they like to bet divisional futures more so than World Series. But the White Sox, is that O or under? Oh, yeah, let me fix that. It's a good question. It's under. Let me fix that. White Sox under. That one feels so ugly that it's probably going to hit. Let's pull up the total future market. Crazy to see lines populating for tomorrow. Man. Yeah, we'll talk some opening day lines for sure, but man, no one is betting on the Nationals, I'll tell you that much. No surprise though. No surprise. Let's go to team futures, go to World Series. Boom. And let me share my screen. All right. Zoom in a little bit here. So at the top, of course, we have the Astros, we have the Yankees, the Dodgers. No surprise. Those are the three that you would expect to be near the top. And then the Braves, Mets, Padres. Then we go down a little bit, and I think this is where it gets interesting because now we're kind of in the realm of like, are these teams even going to make the playoffs? Jays, Phillies, Mariners, Cardinals, Rays, Guardians. I hate to say it, but if you can find the Angels at 50-1, I don't hate it. I made this point yesterday. If you're going to bet anything preseason on the Angels, it should be either to win the division, to win the AL, or to win the World Series. They're just a big boom or bust type team. Is that my favorite? Maybe not. I'm higher on the Padres than it seems like a lot of other people are. The Padres, 10-1 though. 15-1 would have been a pretty damn good number. But the Jays at 13-1. I can get down with the Jays to win the World Series versus their over-under, if that makes sense. And we talked a little bit about that yesterday. You just want a team that has that upside, and the Jays are one of those teams, no doubt about it. The Braves at 8-1, 7-1, that's not a bad look. I don't want anything to do with the Mets. I think Mets will flirt with, a 95, maybe 98 season win, or win total, but I think they'll find a way to choke. Sorry if you're a Mets fan. Let's go to the bottom. Is there anything down here that is worth talking about or has some value? Probably not any of these three teams. But the Red Sox at 70-1. Giants 60-1. Rangers at 55-1 is kind of interesting. Yeah, I think Miami, they definitely have the pitching, but they did lose Pablo Lopez. Yeah, I mean, it seems like the Angels, one way or another, right, have some value. All right. Let's see if division has anything good here. So I guess they're just sorting by best odds, which is fine. Padres plus 130. I wish that was closer to 200, but we're not going to get that. Guardians plus 135. That's not terrible. It opened at minus 110. Geez, there's a lot of move here with Minnesota. The Twins opened up at 5-1. Basically cut in half. Basically cut in half. Seattle, probably not. Angels, Angels 8-1. Not the worst look in the world. Yeah, well, so tomorrow, Sleed, we will we'll go in length tomorrow, but we can talk a little bit after a few other things. I wanted to pull up something I saw on DraftKings, which I thought was kind of interesting. So you can do divisional forecasts. So you can essentially say, what the hell? Why is this up? That's so weird. I don't even know. I wanted to take a look at the Angels to get first in the AL West, and then second, the Astros. That's 14-1. 14-1. I think I'm going to play that for a little bit. Sounds crazy, but look, if the Angels stay healthy, who knows what can happen. I really don't see the Mariners having another great season. I don't think the Rangers are going to do much. But I need to really calculate the numbers to see if that is a good bet. And if not, then to win the division, let's see here. Go down here, look at the Angels. Where are you guys? To finish first, that's plus 750. Plus 750. You don't like the M's? I don't hate them. I don't love them. And it's 14-1, so it's a little bit of a long shot. I'm really confused. What is this? It's so weird. It's like some random SGP. Let's take a look at the let's see, awards. Where are the awards at? That must be some sort of promo they're doing, guys. Player awards. And Javon gave me a few that he likes. Actually, first he said Dodgers to win the World Series. He said Braves to win the division. And then NL, Cy Young, AL. We'll get to that here in a second. Actually, let's just get to it right now. So he likes Corbin Burns. Plus 550 NL Cy Young winner. And then Gossman and Rasmussen. Gossman's 16-1. Wow. Where's Rasmussen? Is he not even on here? What's going on with that? They're not even offering him on DraftKings? Do you guys see him anywhere? I think the problem with that bet is the Astros have to crumble for the Halos to finish first, so it would be more likely for the Stros. Yeah. But look, do we think like a team like the Stros really crumble though, even if they do have injuries, because they're just so deep that I don't really know if they can crumble. I mean, that's one way to look at it. Yeah, the Angels do have the best two players in baseball. That's my look. So yeah, DraftKings doesn't have any odds up for Rasmussen, but you can find him at 150-1 on FanDuel. So 150-1. That is a play that Javon likes quite a bit. Rookie of the year, guys. Any thoughts here? NL we can start with. Jordan Walker, of course, has flown up. He's better than 4-1 now. Corbin Carroll, that's probably my pick. I think Corbin Carroll is going to have success. His numbers are going to look good, hitting and chase. He'll have a few series and cores, get his numbers up. He's going to have a lot of steals. That's going to help his case for Rookie of the Year in the NL. Senga, he's a plus 950. I mean, who knows? If his stuff is as nasty as everyone's saying it is, then there's a chance. There's definitely a chance. Tovar, Rockies infielder, 12-1. I mean, I'm cheering for the guy. I don't think he wins it, but that would be cool to see him win it. AL, we have Gunnar Henderson. Is it Volpe or Volpe? I should probably start getting that correct. Volpe? Volpe. Sounds like a Pokemon name. Volpe. I hope he can deal with the New York crowd. 5-1. What do you guys think about that? Tristan Cassis, 8-1. Miguel Vargas, NL Rookie of the Year. What is he at? 7-1. He's probably gonna have a decent amount of time. He's an infielder, right? Gavin Lux, that kind of opens things up a little bit. All right. I don't think I have too much more to say here. Let's take a look at the lines for tomorrow, though. We won't go super in depth because we will be talking about these tomorrow, but we can definitely just take a gander. Let's take a look at money lines. So what's crazy is the Nationals, they've been moving. I think they opened at, what was it, plus 200? Maybe even below plus 200, maybe like 190. And they have not been seeing much action, which is no surprise. I think everyone is on the fade Nats already, fade Patrick Corbin. I'm trying to see if I can show you what it opened up at. I guess Bookmaker had it at plus 200. Yeah, I think it was definitely below 190, plus 190. So, yeah, there's a... And I wouldn't be surprised if this continues to climb. I mean, DraftKings, they have the Braves at minus 245. So, kind of interesting. The total on that game, I locked in. I played over 7.5, and now it's at 8. But you could still get an 8 at plus 100. So I'm fine with that if you wanna fire up a plus 100 on the over 8. I think we got some sims up. Let me take a look here. The only thing with sims right now from the Capwise model is it's using a lot of last season's data. So as the season goes on, that will get stronger, of course. The model has, let's see here. Model X is going under. It doesn't think the Nationals are going to score, which is kind of interesting. I mean, I disagree with that. Oh, I must have missed the post. He probably echoed the same sentiments as me with opening day. That's a great question. How do you think overs are going to fare early in the season? My guess right now is the books with their opening lines, I don't think they really tried to factor in anything or inflate anything. And that's just kind of based on what I'm seeing these lines at. But now it seems like the market, for the most part, has pushed some of these numbers up versus down. I'm trying to go through a few. I mean, again, this is my opinion, but just taking a look. I think this at 8 at one point? No, but the over now is, okay, maybe that's not the best example. But yeah, it doesn't feel like, for better or for worse, good idea or bad, that the books came in and they said, hey, we're naturally going to add like a half run, right? Thing that stands out to me is the 6.5 in the Marlins game still. Yeah. Again, I'm a little surprised, but at the same time, like, I just don't want to come in and bet over on every game, I think the thing is there will be games where the new rules definitely come into play a lot more, and you can literally see it in front of your eyes, like a ground ball get through, where you're like, well, there's a runner on second and third that just scored. Like, that's the difference between this game hitting or not, right? Because the shift isn't available for outfielders to use. But we're not going to see that every game. What we will see, though, is the pitch clock every game and how teams kind of adapt to the rule. Pitchers really need to catch on quickly, and if pitchers don't, I mean, they're going to be scrambling, they're going to be flustered, and you're going to see some bad pitches that get left in the zone and some home runs. I will say, though, I wanted to play an under in this Padres-Rockies game. But I wanted an 8. I wanted an 8 so bad. What about first 5? Because I saw a 3.5 and a 4, but the 4 was juiced. The 4 was definitely juiced. And nothing is on. Oh, that's because I'm looking at. Also, real quick before I forget, let me add unabated. Bang. Shout out to unabated. Padres Rockies under 4 is minus 115. Oops, hold on. 115 is not a bad number. I wish it was minus 110. Oh yeah, I was gonna look to see like what the model had here. Has it going under slightly, first 5. Has it going over 3.5, but under 4. Under 3.5 at plus 118, not a bad look. I might just play that. I really think the Rockies are going to struggle to score this season. And being in a pitcher's park to start things off, I may take my chances with an under. We also need to see if Crone is going to be playing. Sounds like Profar is not going to be playing. So it's not going to be the best lineup for the Rockies either way. If Crone's out, I think this total drops to 7. But again, like, I don't want to catch myself with my pants down and I'm on an under. And then teams are freaking stealing out of the gate, and you know, I got a number that essentially should have been inflated because of the rule changes. I mean, that's what's going on in my head on any of these unders. And at the same time, I don't want to just play every over I like because it might not factor in as much as I think. So it's hard, right? Give me a lock. I like the Braves Nationals over 8. I think that's a good play. It's juiced on FanDuel at minus 118. I would just play the 8 at plus money at plus 105. I guess plus 100 is the best number. What do you guys think about the Giants and the Yankees? Giants and the Yankees. I mean, is there an opportunity for an obligatory Nerfy play in one of these games? Do we have to play a Nerfy? Do we have to play a Nerfy? Let me look at the team total. I want to say the team total is 3.5. guess it should be 3.5. They don't even have team totals up. 100%. Well, Jack, what game are we going to do that on? I'm not seeing any team totals out. They got to be out somewhere. Yankees minus 1.5 on the run line. Hold on. Let me see if I can find some team totals. Also, why does it look so small? Make this bigger. There you go. No, I'm trying to find for myself. I mean, they should be out somewhere. If not, that kind of sucks. Oh, I found FanDuel. They have 2.5 juiced to the over at minus 128. God, that's not bad. I think they can score 3. I think they can score 3 runs. Saw a stat. Webb is going to regress with the way he pitches, no shift. I think I did see something about that too. Let me know if you guys find any other team totals or a book that has a lot of team totals. Also, FanDuel says I can stream the game tomorrow. That's kind of cool. Are they going to stream that actually on the app? Do you guys know about this? I mean, I'm just looking at the app and it says stream, so I'm kind of curious about that. The Reggie doc? Which Reggie? Oh, man. Pirates. I definitely want to take the Pirates, but I'm not going to. Here's exactly what's going to happen. I take the Pirates, Reds win. I don't bet this game, Pirates win. 100%. I'm not even going to tell you if I bet it or not, and then I'm going to tell you after the fact. And you'll know. You'll know by the outcome what happened. Minus 140. Plus 120. Please take the Pirates. Yeah, I see what you did there. What dogs do you guys like tomorrow? You know what dog I'm looking at? Hold on to your butts for this one. I'm looking at the Oakland A's. The Oakland A's. But I'm also thinking about a run line. Should I just not be soft and take the plus 195 versus I think it's plus 104? Plus 105. Plus 1.5 is plus 105 on the run line for the A's. No, NFL material, that's the play right there because it's so ugly to start the season off. And apparently Ohtani hasn't pitched well in Oakland, but it also could be one of those plays. We just overthink it and the game starts and we watch the Angels and they destroy Oakland and it's like 4-0 in the second inning and you're like, why did I bet the Athletics? Yeah, I'm kind of thinking about fading him too. Let's go back to the money lines. Well, that's one way to never bet the Angels again. Just start off start off with that NFL material. What do I think about the Tigers and Rays game? It's a great question. Let's pull up the dashboard here. I just want to see what we have it at. Leans over a little bit. Rodriguez, McClanahan. I mean, I hate to say it. I probably like the value with the Tigers a little bit. And look, the thing with baseball, and I mean, really any bet, just because I'm betting an underdog that's plus 205, that doesn't necessarily mean I think they're going to win. Do they have a chance to win? Of course. But at that number, I'm down to get involved. As far as props go, that's a great question because I think I saw them, but I didn't really look too much into them. I saw they were up. Let's take a look. And just because unabated might not have them up doesn't mean they're actually not up. Let's see here. BetStamp also doesn't have them up. If not, maybe we can go to what's a book that has them up. I'm down to pull the book up. DraftKings doesn't have them up either. Yeah, if you can tell me a book, I'll pull it up. But I'm kind of curious the props too. I think I saw Corbin was at 3.5 for his strikeouts at some book. Does FanDuel have them up? Let's see here. I'll pull up FanDuel. See what they have for the first game of the day. So Max Fried they have at 5.5. Patrick Corbin 4.5. Ooh, man, that was 3.5. I kind of want to take that under. Patrick Corbin under to get the season started off, but it is kind of juiced. It is minus 140. Hits and runs. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to see if Caesars has some numbers up because Caesars had the best numbers for steals. Their steal props were all over the place in a good way. Let's see if I can find it. I'm really curious to see how the market is going to handle the steals. Let me see here. See if I can find a game that has steals. I'm not expecting it, but it would be kind of cool. We'll just pull up Caesars here. total bases. I'm not seeing it. If Caesars doesn't have it, I'm not sure anyone has it. Oh, you guys see that still? Good call. Good call. Present, share screen, window, share. Yeah, I wasn't seeing it up for Caesars. They got the Nerfy up though. They have total bases. They have total hits. Ooh, Lamont Wade Jr. Jock Peterson. Can Peterson get a hit tomorrow? Can he just get one hit? Can he get a hit? If he gets one hit, it's minus 117. That seems too easy. Got to see those splits with Garrett Cole. Lamont Wade over a hit, minus 105. Let's see the Yankees here. Aaron Judge over one hit. Minus 208. Yeah, I think Framber Valdez may have some issues. He's going to have some games where it doesn't affect him, but he's going to have some games, the ground ball gets through, and that's the difference between him allowing 4 runs versus 6 or 2 versus 4. Alt run line. Anyone want the Yankees 2.5 at plus 178? Let's go back here. Let's take a look at the Tigers. Why is it not letting me scroll? It says runs. Oh, there we go. Oh, wait, did I just... I found all the other props, but I can't find steals. Home run props. Who's going to hit a home run tomorrow? Torkelson? No, probably not. Got 12-1. It's terrible value. It's absolutely terrible value. I mean, maybe if it was a Rockies game. Let's find a game with some runs. Let's go to that Orioles-Red Sox game. Give us steals. Come on, you cowards. Total bases. Devers is plus 575. Montcastle plus 600, 6-1 to hit a home run. I think the wind is blowing out. I think the wind is blowing out in this game. I need to connect with my weather people on that. Do you guys ever look at the third inning markets, first 5 innings? I have before. It's kind of unique. I would say the only time that you'd really look to bet this is if you found something that maybe is a sign that a team has a pitcher who just does a really good job 1 through 3 in the first 3 innings, or vice versa. You bet against a guy who maybe struggles with seeing a lineup the first time through. Like Herman Marquez is one of those guys. His numbers against the first lineup the first time through is pretty bad. Really random. I don't know why that's the case, but Really interesting. Jokic has right calf tightness. Is he in or out? Because I think we need to rest him. I think he needs to take a night off. I'm no doctor, but Tyler Stevenson, let's take a look. Let's take a look at what he's at. RBI. Plus money. Plus 133, Tyler Stevenson over an RBI. No, he needs to sit both of them out, man. He needs to sit them both out. I mean, the Rockies pitchers are fucked. Shift or not. But yeah, they're not going to have, because now it's like, well, ground ball pitchers do better in cores. So now what? You don't want ground balls, and then you just induce more contact for fly balls. Yeah, he definitely should sit both Thursday and Friday. He needs to chill. O'Neal Cruz. Wow, this is you want to talk about trap lines? O'Neal Cruz over a half base. All he has to do is hit one little single, and he hits that. Just one little ground ball. Oh, Mitch Keller. 5.5. Total hits allowed, 4.5. Earned runs, 1.5. So much shit you can bet on, guys. It's insane. Quality starts. Let's take a look at the Diamondbacks. Taking on the Dodgers, we got my boy Zach Gallen out there. I'm going to guess his strikeout prop is... let me try. Let's take a guess. You guys want to guess with me? I'm going to guess Urias is 5.5. And I'm going to guess Gallen is like 6.5, but I think it's going to be like minus 140. And I think Urias will be... I think Urias will be 5.5. We'll see. Well, I had Urias right. I thought it'd be closer to minus 120. Gallen. Oh my God. They're giving us Gallen at minus 127 at 5.5. I was, again, I guess 6.5, and I thought it'd be juiced. Like, I don't know. Under minus 140, 6.5, but man, has my attention right there. Get a little nerfy action, little late night tuck me in nerf. See total bases here. Oh man, Corbin Carroll already juiced. Starting off hot. Minus 167. Over a half base. I could see Urias getting lit up a little bit. I know it sounds crazy. Opening day. I think this is his first opening day start. I believe that is accurate. I'll have to check. Man, definitely writing Gallen down over 5.5 Ks. I need to look more into that. And also do a little bit of line shopping too to see if there's a better number out there. Guys, tag me on Discord, mention me if you find steel props when they come up. Oh, yeah, that is a good point. That is a good point. Yeah, and it's also interesting how the books price some of these guys versus the ones who did see action in WBC versus spring training versus no action at all, right? All right, let's take a look at the A's and Angels because we got to look at Ohtani. Okay, I'm gonna guess Ohtani's Ks are at 6.5. I'm gonna guess the over is 6.5 minus 125. Mueller 5.5. I'm not sure. He's not like, I think he's kind of moderate strikeout versus contact. I'm gonna guess 6.5 for Ohtani. Oh, that was a pretty good guess. I was off by 9 cents. 6.5 minus 129. Not a bad guess, Eisenberg. If it's 7.5, it's probably like plus something. But Mueller 4.5. I need to look more into Mueller. I don't have a lot of intel on that guy, but he's probably the A's best pitcher. It's just they just don't have as much talent. Total hits, Ohtani over 0.5 hits. Total bases, Ohtani, oh wow, plus money at 1.5. Yeah, let's see what Trout's at. Trout's at over 1.5 bases at plus 115. Let's go look at the home run props. See if the books are just that's not terrible. Plus 450, plus 470. Bet both of those guys for a half unit. You get one home run, boom. Is Mueller a former Brave? That's a great question. I'm not sure. NFL material, I think he doesn't hit it as well for power, but I think his like walks go up a little bit, and then I don't want to say they go up, but he isn't terrible at hitting singles. But I do remember seeing something where his slugging percentage drops pretty heavily, and his home runs too. But that's a really good point. I think the books this year are going to try to price that in better than last year. Last year, I don't think they priced it in well enough. I recall seeing that a few times where his numbers were kind of the same. But we'll have to see the next game. Like, let's say if Ohtani doesn't hit a home run here and then he's not pitching, is his number like plus 400 or does it kind of stay the same? That'll be interesting. Ohtani or Mueller? Mueller. I actually don't know off the top of my head. Again, this is a pitcher I don't know a lot about. It looks like he is up. He bats right, but he throws left. He's a lefty. He is a lefty. I don't think Ohtani really has a preference. I think Ohtani, he hits home runs just as often, I believe, off righties and off lefties. I think it's pretty even. Oh, wow. You could bet Shohei to get a win at minus 111, guys. God, these are terrible odds down here. No, at minus 750. Please, no one bet that. Please, no one bet that. But tomorrow, Nick and I will be live at 9:30 Mountain, 11:30 Eastern. We're going to run through most of the games tomorrow. I still need to do some research. Just taking a look at some more props. I honestly didn't look at props until just now on stream. So I need to dive more into that. Ooh, let's take a look at DeGrom strikeouts. Do you guys want to take a guess? I'm going to guess 7.5, but it's going to be juiced pretty heavily to the over. I'm going to guess 7.5 minus 140. 7.5 minus 140. I think later in the season, he's going to get to 8.5. But I don't think they're going to have him at 8.5 like the first game of the season. We'll see, though. Any guesses, guys? Again, I'm going to guess 7.5 minus 140. All right. Let's take a look. Oh, man. Minus 167? Sheesh. It's a good guess, though. The 8.5s are good guesses because I think that would approximately be around the same based on 7.5. Minus 167. Man. Kind of want to take the under. That would just be such a contrarian play, right? But, I mean, the Phillies, they know DeGrom. They've seen him play. They've seen him on the mound. Need to look at some splits there. How deep is DeGrom going to go? How deep is he going to go? I don't think he's going to go 9. Even if he could, I don't think he's going 9. I think they let him go maybe 6, see how he's feeling. But he can, I mean, if he pitches 6 innings, he can go over this number. Like, we've seen him pitch before. 70 pitches. That's your guess? If he goes 70 pitches, I think it's going to be close. But I would probably lean under. If he goes 80, I'd probably lean over. Corey Seager over 0.5 hits, minus 228. You know what's funny with the season-long prize picks? You can definitely hedge down the stretch if you had to or if you wanted to. You could definitely hedge. Like, for example, if you had well, I guess it would be easier if you had well, no, you could hedge here. Because, like, let's say Seager just needs one more hit, and that's like the last leg out of 6. It's the 6 out of 6 to hit, and you bet an under, right? You could. I'm not saying you should, but yeah, the numbers are freaking juiced, man. Like, I mean, I get it. Like, yes, do I think Corey Seager has a hit? Sure, but minus 128, man. That's a little crazy. What is his bases at? Bases 1.5 plus 123. Yeah, and just, I mean, the hold on some of these is really shitty. Like, that's a pretty big hold. You can do the math too, but oh, the Nerfy in this. Minus 160 for the no. That's crazy. It's a lot of juice for a no. I don't want to take a Nerfy with DeGrom in his first start. I have a weird feeling. Again, guys, message me if you see steel props up, or just mention me on the Discord. Very curious, because I want to take a look at some of those. I feel like the books are intentionally waiting as long as they can, because I don't think they have any fucking clue what to do. I really think that the books are like, I don't know what we should set the steals at, which is fine. But, put the number up and let the market shape it. Give the people what they want. Okay, so tomorrow, 9:30 Mountain, 11:30 Eastern, Nick and I will be going through opening day slate. I guess technically we'll miss this first game. We'll miss the first 2 games. I mean, maybe we'll go live at 9. I'm not sure. If we go live at 9 Mountain Time, then... Oh, no, that's right. I'm tripping. It's 11 Mountain, so 1 p.m. Eastern. So, no, we're good. We are good, because that's how time zones work. I get confused sometimes because they will have those noon East Coast games, which it's like 10 Mountain Time. And if we start at 9:30, we basically have like 20 minutes, 30 minutes to talk about the game. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. No, they'll put them up. They're just going to wait, I think, or, I mean, I'm hoping a book puts them up tonight or tomorrow morning. Caesars definitely had steel props up at this point in time last season. So that kind of sucks. Yep, Seager should have a pretty good season. But I'm still not going to bet him to have over a hit at minus 225. All right, guys. So tomorrow, again, 11:30 Eastern in the morning. Going to run through the slate. Looking forward to discussing some of these games. I'm going to be doing research for the next 4 or 5 hours here. Waiting for some of these lines to come up. I'll be posting some of the Discord. Hop in there. We're still working hard on the analyzer tool for SGPs. That probably won't be live until next week. We'll have some more information on that, but the dashboard, basically good to go. Using the model scores at this point in time, not as effective until we really start to see how the shift and the new rules come into play. So if you're using the dashboard, I would definitely take it with a grain of salt right now, just because, again, we're talking about some rule changes that could really affect the game, and we're basing our data off of last year. We also don't want to overfit and immediately just change what we think the rules will do to the totals. So we're just kind of waiting a little bit. The Rockies, yeah, they probably do have a better shot. That's hilarious how Trent dropped down to 4 instead of 6 legs. Like, what happens if it doesn't hit for another 20 days? Like, are we going to go down to 3 legs? And also, if he goes 3 of 4 and then one of them pushes, so technically it's 3 of 3. Do we count that as the Super Goat hitting, or does that not count? Because I have a feeling he's gonna hit 3 of 4 and then push, and then he's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, the countdown's over," and then people are gonna be like, "Nope, that doesn't count. That doesn't count." I don't make the rules there, but I feel like it would need to go 4 of 4 to count. All right, let's go raid Shelly. raid Shelly, and then he might raid Night Sweats. But anyways, I appreciate you guys. See you tomorrow morning. Take it easy.